What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and in this video I'm going to be continuing my level 1 to overpowered level 8 playthrough. In the previous video we ended up beating the warrior for the second time. That would be in true Vault Hunter mode. And now we're going to do some things before starting ultimate Vault Hunter mode. At the very end of the previous video I think it was 10 runs on Gibbed, and I did not get a on level Lyuda. So what I want to do prior to going to ultimate Vault Hunter mode is collect a good Lyuda or set of Lyudas, and then I also want to go to the Pirate DLC and farm a Pimpernel or Pimpernels. And we're going to do that obviously before starting Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, but I don't want to level up too much prior to that because obviously Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, the enemies are going to be whatever level you are. And so if we go in there with a whole bunch of level 50 or 48 worst case scenario guns, and then we're facing level, I don't know, 53, 54 enemies and stuff, that might not be ideal. And so because of that, I'm taking extra time here to get my vehicle all the way over here, because if you kill them in the vehicle you get a lot less experience. Something that surprised me was that even if you kill them outside of the vehicle, they still only give like 1,000 experience even though they're level 52. So if we have to kill them outside of the vehicle, that's just fine, but killing them in the vehicle is pretty damn easy. Pretty foolproof. Alright, so it looks like we did not get a Lyuda to start there. That's no good. We got a Verm de Boom, but my backpack's full, so we're going to have to do some other stuff, I guess. In order to clean our backpack out, we'll go into the Friendship Gulag really quickly, where there are going to be some ammo machines and health machine, I guess, and then we can sell all of this stuff. It also makes sense just to take a peek at what's in there, I guess, since we're here anyway. But this will be a good opportunity to clear out all of these things that we don't need, and that'll be good. Okay. So that's good. Nothing really grand in there, but that's okay. I'm going to put back on my Sniper class mod. I've been using the Legendary Hunter for a little while, but I'll go Sniper. We're going to get a Legendary Sniper, obviously, when we get up to, I believe we have to get to level 61 or possibly even level 62 in order to access that. I could be wrong. It might be available from Tubbies as soon as we get to Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, but I'm just not entirely certain. Grabbing the Catapult Technical there, because this particular technical has a longer boost than the Saw Blade Technical. And it's not really a big deal for this, but if you're driving a long ways, it might be a little bit bigger deal. Obviously, it is beneficial here, but you could obviously get by without it. Okay, so almost made it without everything going completely awry, but we're okay. We'll get over to where Gettle's going to spawn, and then we'll kill him. Alright, so he's almost dead now, and that's good. Any Lyuda here on this next run? Nope. So we'll go ahead and save quit. I guess I'm not really going to be picking too much stuff up because that would require me to get out of the car, right? I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea. Anywho, 2 runs down and we haven't got anything yet. I'm going for either a fire and corrosive Lyuda or just a good shock or non-elemental. So if I get like a fire or corrosive one, I'm going to be, stoked about it, but that means that I'll need the opposite element for the other type of enemies. And then if I get a slag one, that's going to be really disappointing. Hopefully we don't get a slag one. That would be bad. Slag's about the only element that I would disagree with getting. But hopefully we're able to get some good stuff pretty quickly here. Now, unfortunately, this dude just wants to harsh my mellow, but we made it up here anyway. The game, I don't understand its obsession with just putting things that get in your way like that. I don't understand how that's of benefit to us, but that's okay. We're all right. We'll drop down here and we'll get ready to kill both Gettle and Mobley, I guess, because now we're in kind of a bad spot without our vehicle and such. Okay. So we got one shot, one kill active. We have deception, and we got that guy dead. So that's good. While we have killer, we might as well hit this guy up a little bit. But now we're in some trouble. Okay. There we go. And we didn't get anything. So another run with nothing. That's kind of a shame, but whatever. So we're already a couple to a few runs in, and we've yet to receive a Lyuda. Hopefully our luck begins to change before too long here. That would be something that I would be a fan of. That is for certain. Okay. So we're doing okay. But it would be a lot nicer if we could just get a gun so that we can move forward. It's been a while since I've had a non-level Lyuda. This, I think it's level 37. Corrosive Lyuda that I still have in my inventory is the most recent Lyuda that I've gotten, or at least the best Lyuda I've gotten. I believe that when we farmed for it, we also received a couple inferior Lyudas as well, but that's the best good one I've gotten lately. And that's quite a long time ago, you know, 13 levels old is pretty damn obsolete. Okay, so we got our truck up here this time. We'll kill this guy, and that'll be grand. Takes a while for him to jump in here. The barrel seems to do a good enough job hurting him, so that's good. Still no Lyuda though, and that's bad. Let's go ahead and save quit, and we'll go again. I'm unsure how many runs this will take. Obviously, we're at the mercy of the game here, obviously, so it could take forever, you know. But hopefully it doesn't take quite that long. That's what I would appreciate. I was hoping that Boar would destroy them a little bit quicker, but not quite. Whatever, screw them. Our crappy corrosive Lyuda can't get the job done anymore. Alright. Also, I wish I could just teleport to my vehicle. I wish it would stay there after a save quit. That would make it so much easier to farm these guys. And really any other enemy that spawns in a place where you could spawn a vehicle. Wouldn't be beneficial for something like Henry, though, because Henry's already so easy to farm. Okay. Hopefully Gettle decides to drop something this time. Mobley seems to be doing work on us at the moment. Still nothing. That really sucks. Alright. And so we'll save quit again. Yikes. I don't know if we're ever going to get one. We're going to get one, and then it's going to be like slag with a bladed prefix, and that's going to be just awful. Slag, bladed prefix, Hyperion grip, Jacob stock, Hyperion sight. That's, and yeah, that's probably what we're going to get first. That would be awful. Okay. So let's hit this gap here and make it on up. Perfect. Surely the game will, you know, find it necessary to gift us something eventually. Because, you know, if we include the runs I did in the previous episode, it's getting high time for us to find a Lyuda. He was fairly generous in earlier episodes, and even in normal mode and stuff, so he should find it, you know, beneficial for him to start dropping Lyudas here in True Vault Hunter mode. That's what I would really like. There we go. That appears to be non-elemental. Yes. Okay, let's kill this fuckboy back here, and then we'll go ahead and pick that weapon up. But we're going to kill this guy first. Haha, he blew up nice and well. Okay. So, yes. It's definitely non-elemental. I don't see the accessory yet. That would appear to me to be Jacob's grip, but I don't really know. Definitely got the doll scope, doll stock. I know that much. Scory. I forget what Scory is. It's got to be fire rate. Good lord, the fire rate on that thing's ridiculous. It's got 22 in the magazine. It's level 48, unfortunately. That's a shame. But we got it. That's awesome. We'll go ahead and save quit here. We'll do up to 10 more runs, I guess. And then we'll head into the Pirate DLC and get started in there. Oh, man. That thing is really, really nice. It's going to get top slot priority right now. Okay, so I'm glad we found a nice neutral element here. You know, I'd still like to have corrosive or, you know, something to augment it, but it's level 48. It's got a fire rate prefix, which really isn't that beneficial, just because I'd rather have damage, you know, than fire rate, but, you know, it's all good. And it being level 48 is not a terrible thing, but obviously if we could find a superior one, that would be even better. So like I said, we'll go with 10 more runs here. That sounds reasonable to me. Alright, so we're getting ready for the first run here of 10. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get 2 in a row. That would be quite awesome. Maybe I should just let them fight each other. That way I can then drop these on them both. Alright. Second Lyuda? No. Okay, so first run dud, but, you know, hopefully it gets better here. Okay. I would really, really like to find on-level corrosive one as well, I guess. That would be really nice. A level 50 would just be really sweet. But, you know, worst case scenario, we don't get any more, and we just have to make it through to the dust again until we can, or at least through the Pirate DLC, until we can get new ones here in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. Which is, you know, supposed to have the highest drop rate, so that'll be good once we get to Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. That's where it's supposed to be at around 10%, so that'll be pretty cool. I guess it's supposed to be somewhere near there as well in True Vault Hunter mode, but it is lower than Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, and obviously we gain access to other different and better gear in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode as well, including the Antagonist Shield, the O-negative grenade, and also the Bone of the Ancients relics, and the Legendary Sniper class mod. So a lot of gear upgrades for us potentially in the next playthrough, so that'll be good. Doesn't look like he dropped a Lyuda for us here, but I'm going to kill this guy just because. Alright. Yeah, no Lyuda there. We can even check it out. Why not? Appears to be a green Jolly Roger or something. Not Jolly Roger. That's actually a decent shotgun. A green long-range killer. Not what I need. So that's 2 runs down and still no Lyuda, but we'll give it a third. And, you know, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th try here. We've got 8 more. And we'll see if we can't find a better Lyuda. The one I have is pretty solid. I can't really complain about it, obviously. But I'd love it to be even better. Getting a nice fire one would be pretty sweet, actually, since we're not going to... well, there is obviously the Bloodshot Ramparts. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I would like. Probably corrosive. Corrosive, fire, better non-elemental or shock, I don't care. Just not slag. And not an inferior non-elemental to what I already have. That'd be good. This run had nothing. It had a fire sniper of some sort. Looks dollish. Yeah, it is dull. God, this gun is ridiculous. Okay. So I should probably just go into the pirate DLC with this scory Lyuda. That fire rate, it's almost difficult to manage. You can still easily get one shot off at a time if you want, but watch that thing. If you go full fire rate with the scory Lyuda, it might get a little bit ridiculous on you. Let's go ahead and hop in these vehicles and do it again. Then again, I do use a Lyuda with the fire rate comm, the rogue comm with the pretty huge fire rate boost and everything. So, it might not be that bad. Who knows? Alright. Hopefully we can get one here. We've gone 3 runs without getting anything, but obviously 4 runs ago we ended up getting that really quite awesome non-elemental Lyuda. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst thing we could have got. And it's way better than any gun I've had in a little while. Alright, doesn't look like he dropped anything again. But we'll get out and pick the stuff up just because. So that's 4 runs with nothing. We've got 6 more to do. We got a couple pieces of iridium this time, I guess, so that makes a huge difference. We can buy another SDU to get us to 9 grenades prior to Ultimate Vault Hunter starting, so I guess that's pretty good, right? Not really, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so we're going to go hop in the vehicle again here. Like I said, 6 more runs, and then we'll be off to the Pirate DLC. Disappointed that I've only got 1 Lyuda in what seems like a pretty heavy amount of runs here, but whatever. We got 1, and it was a good non-elemental one, so we're alright. I would love to get a level 50 fire or corrosive one, though. That'd be quite wonderful. I guess it's not that big a deal. All we have to do is make it back here to the dust. Well, no, we have to defeat Wilhelm and everything, right? Yeah, I think we have to defeat Wilhelm prior to getting another one. But it's not a huge deal. We can defeat Wilhelm. Alright. Anything? Or nothing? Just a green something or another. That sucks.
Warning. Badass.
That guy sucks too. Our new gun doesn't suck though. That thing's ridiculous. Alright, so 5 more runs. Let's see if we get a Lyuda. Okay. So, we're going to go down here, get in a vehicle, go up there. Pretty soon we'll get to go to the Pirate DLC, and then we'll get to be doing something a little bit less mindless. This is kind of a deal where I don't really understand people's obsession with legitimate farming, you know? Like, I want a Lyuda. I know how to get it. It just it's up to the game whether or not it's going to give it to me, right? I don't know. It just seems like right now what I'm doing is a waste of time because I know I'm trying to get to the Pirate DLC. I just want to have a gun that I, you know, trust in there and everything. And, yeah, I know where to get that gun. It just takes an undetermined amount of time to get it. I could get it the first time, or I could get it the 10,000th time. And I'm not really sure why people are so obsessed with, oh, it needs to be legitimate. This doesn't... I don't know. You know, obviously we're doing a legitimate playthrough in this particular series. But, I mean, I don't see how this is a superior way to play the game. I really don't. So 4 more tries here, and we'll be on to the Pirate DLC after that. Personally, I would find it much more fun just to be like, oh, I'm level 50 and the boss is level 50. Theoretically, it could drop a level 50 gun and just gib in, you know, some level 50 Lyudas here and be like, oh, I saved myself a few hours, you know. I just got the guns I wanted without the nauseating and mind-numbing section of save quitting here several times, or several dozen times potentially, to get the weapon that you want. But, Some people see the merit in it. I personally kind of don't. But it is what we're doing in this series, so we'll continue to do it. Some people are telling me I need to pick up Mad Max, that it has real good performance on PC, is a fun game, and, you know, I should give it a try and everything. I've watched one of my friends play it on Steam Broadcasting, Steam Sharing, whatever they call it. The entire game appears to look like this map, basically. The whole thing looks like the dust, which is cool. I kind of like the dust, and, you know, I've heard that it has great performance and everything, so that's good. I would check that out. I may be picking that game up in the near future. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm just not entirely certain on that. Some people say, oh, Metal Gear Solid 5 is a great port. And, like, I'm glad Metal Gear Solid 5 is on PC. We've got 3 more kills on this, by the way. I'm glad Metal Gear Solid 5 is on PC and everything, but I think calling it a quote-unquote great port when the frame rate is capped at 60 is a little bit unsettling. You know, I don't think that you should just like applaud a company or you know, developer extensively for locking the game at 60 FPS. Personally, I think 60 FPS looks like shit. If I can, I play the game in 120 FPS. And so long as the game isn't, you know, a bad port like Metal Gear Solid 5 and other games that cap the frame rate, then you can play at 120 FPS most of the time, and I really do enjoy that. But, you know, 60 FPS isn't unplayable. It's just not ideal. So I'm glad that in other regards it is a well-performing game across all platforms, I guess. But specifically on PC, because that's where I believe people should play games exclusively. Anywho, I'm probably not going to buy Metal Gear Solid 5 right away because of that frame rate cap. We've got 2 more kills to do here. I just can't support a 60 FPS frame rate cap like that. It seems asinine to me. I can understand wanting to cap a game like a competitive fighter, you know, like, for example, Street Fighter. I can understand wanting to cap that at 60 FPS, especially if you're going to have cross-platform functionality, because obviously 120 FPS isn't even available on inferior machines. So, yeah, it definitely makes sense for a fighting game that relies on frame timing and, you know, a completely even slate amongst all competitors. You know, you need to have an even playing field, or at least as close to even as you can get. That's when it makes sense to do a 60 FPS lock. It doesn't make sense for a game like Metal Gear Solid 5. And it makes even less sense for anyone to institute a 30 FPS cap like they did in Batman Arkham Knight. It seems like they have, or it doesn't seem like, it is confirmed that they have released a new patch for that game very recently, and now they've arbitrarily locked the frame rate at 90, which I don't get, but I guess it's better than 60. I don't know. It just seems so weird not to allow your game to go to 120 FPS at a minimum. If you're making games for art, if you're making games to be as good as they can be, there doesn't seem to me to be a point in capping the frame rate, except for specific instances like, you know, the fighting game I was talking about. Or I could see it in a competitive racer as well. I don't know about that, actually. Yeah, I could see it in a competitive racing game as well. You know, you want the thing to be even across everything, but it doesn't make sense in a game like Metal Gear Solid 5, and frankly, it is aggravating that they would ever cap a game at 60 FPS. It just, I don't know. Just not good, in my opinion. But, I'm happy to see that a game that was once relegated to shitboxes is at least available on a playable platform these days. So good on Konami and Kojima and whoever was a part of, you know, putting that on a playable platform. I appreciate that, and I'm sure a ton of other people do as well. We'll go ahead and get this guy killed, and that'll be good, and then we can head on into the pirate DLC. I don't think he'll drop another Lyuda this time, but who knows, he might. Nope, decided to drop a blue weapon. So we did quite a bit of Lyuda farming there, and we had a pretty extensive amount of kills on Gettle if you combine the previous episode and this one together, but we have only one Lyuda to show for it, which is kind of sad, but not the biggest deal in the world. We should be able to get by. At least it's a neutral element, you know. and it should be plenty fine for what we need it to do here. So get ready to buy some ammo, whatnot. Yeah, nothing too great for us here. We'll sell the rest of this crap. I'm not going to sell that Corinthian quite yet, because I'm actually going to switch out. See, I don't even know. I just don't see a point for this Jacobs when we have this. So I'm going to switch it out for that, just in case we need the splash damage for spider ants or something in that DLC. We're going to go to Sanctuary really quickly here and buy the SDU for grenades that's going to cost 50 iridium. Theoretically, we don't really need this, but I don't see a point in not buying it. You know, it's only going to take a moment to buy here, and then we'll be on to the pirate DLC. We don't want that bank one, we want the grenade one. It's a functional upgrade, you know. Theoretically, we'll find a pretty good slag transfusion grenade before too long, and we can continue, you know, to have grenades to throw and everything if we have a larger capacity for them. Nothing great there yet, though. Alright. Yeah, let's just go to the pirate DLC. If the game wants to give us gear, it'll give us gear there. There aren't too many armored enemies in this particular DLC, so we should be fine without a non-level corrosive one. The non-elemental is going to be fine. We are unfortunately going to have to watch this cinematic here, which is a bit of a shame for us, but you know how these things go. Okay, unfortunately I can't skip it, but I'm debating doing the whole thing, you know, and then going and to the treasure room and everything. Sorry, I got distracted a little bit there. I was reading something else at the same time on my phone. But yeah, we could go all the way to the treasure room and get some theoretically good gear before going into Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. But the more cloudy side of that, the possible downside is that we get nothing and end up leveling up, and then things are harder for us. So, I don't know. I'm probably just going to work towards the Pimpernel, and that'll be good. Okay, Marcus, you're eventually going to let us out of here, and that will be excellent. We probably won't make it all the way to the Pimpernel in this particular episode, but you know, we're gonna work on it. We're gonna work halfway there at the very least. So there'll be some pirates down here for us to kill. I do enjoy the combat in this particular DLC. I think that the mix of enemies that they provided and the new unique enemy types and, I don't know, classes and stuff they added definitely is of benefit to the game. I like it quite a bit. Okay. So we'll continue to kill guys here, and that'll be good.
A critical kill showers me in blood and spit. How enjoyable.
Sweet. So, you know, we can just continue to kill these guys, I guess. The on-level, or the close to on-level Lyuda we have is just less than fair for them, I guess. I don't know. It's been a while since we've had a gun like this, so it's nice to have it again. That's for certain.
I enjoy that.
This thing's just nutty. Where is this dude? Theoretically, there's a guy up here. I just don't know where he's at. There he is. Alright, so No Beard's coming. No Beard does a weird thing here. He has a unique drop. Granted, it's not an incredibly special weapon, the Stink Pot, but he only spawns once, and so you only have an opportunity to get this item one time, which is a little bit weird. Dang, he took a fair amount of damage to kill, but whatever. Now I'm not stoked on this introduction here for this Slade guy, Shade guy, but whatever. It's not a huge deal. It would be a decent Droog, except I don't need a slag Droog for any reason at all. Okay. So, the neon sign makes me laugh at the very least. But we're going to meet this guy. He's like a Hunter S. Thompson illusion, except also dehydrated and crazy here in the desert. They make his cottonmouth just look unbearable, and it almost disgusts me a little bit. But we have to talk to all these dudes after we find out that the sand skiff thing doesn't work, and that's rather unfortunate, but we'll get past it. This guy won't even talk to us because we don't have any Seraph crystals. Alright, so this thing, it will explode, or at least fail to start. It makes like a little, yeah.
Oh no! Did my sand skiff just randomly explode, forcing you to stay in Oasis and hang out with me some more? Darn. Well, my other friends out in the flats might have some sand skiff parts.
Okay, so now we'll start collecting stuff from this dude's quote-unquote friends, who are obviously dead people that he's created tape recordings for. This is definitely my least favorite part of this DLC here, other than the inexcusable driving section. It's just too slow-paced. Not a fan of it. I do understand that they're presenting comedic elements to us at the moment. But at the same time, you really get the joke quite quickly. You know, he's tied up dead people here. So, I don't know. You know what's going on. It's not a secret. Okay. And maybe I would like it a little bit better if they would let you choose to listen to these people instead of forcing you to choose to listen to these people. That's definitely an opportunity for them to do better there. I'm going to talk to that guy there while I'm getting this, just to save a little bit of time. Why not? Alright, now we need to go up and get his part, which is up there. And we have to walk around all the way to get that. And then we have to do the one with the Sandworm Queen. And that'll be when we actually get to kill something again. So that'll be good. Alright, there's one more dude for us to talk to. He's not too far away at this point. And then we can actually get moving towards our eventual Pimpernel. Pretty soon we are going to end up meeting with Captain Scarlett out in Wormwater. And then we're going to have to go back and do the Haters Folly section with Sandman and Big Sleep. And so that'll be cool. This map is extremely beautiful. I think it is among the best scenery in the game. They've done a really good job with some of this stuff.
You've met Lionel. How are you, Lionel?
Alright, so I could have just grabbed that piece, I feel like, but no, they aren't going to allow us to do that. I don't want these things to cause a corrosive damage over time to me, so I'm going to kill them with some prejudice, I guess, and that'll be good. Alright, so the sandworm's going to come out here. There we go. We'll chase it down and we'll kill it. Probably going to get slag on this beast. Probably not entirely necessary, but not a bad idea either. I like the stranded ships and stuff. I think that that's neat. It is weird that something would dry up that quickly, though. That seems a little bit weird, doesn't it? Okay. So I don't know if those little grubs are going to come back out of the ground or if they just kind of disappear once you kill her. I'm not entirely certain. Okay, let's go rebuild that sand skiff, and then we can turn this quest into him, get on to Wormwater, and, you know, quit dealing with Shade here. That'll be good. Field of view makes the sky funky. I like it. Takes a while to walk back up here, unfortunately, but whatever. Trippy field of view is fun. Let's put all of these parts on this boat. Sand boat, sand skiff. And then we have to hit the button, and then we have to go talk to Shade. And then we'll get some experience, unfortunately, but oh well. Okay. we'll get a head start on walking back towards him, even though, you know, the game hasn't yet told us to. But definitely beneficial, obviously.
Go out to meet Captain Scarlett, though. You must return.
I had no reason to call you back. I just enjoyed your presence.
Okay. Well, let's move forward now. I like that the game's not giving me too much experience yet. We might only end up at level 51, and that'd be good. Hell, we might somehow sneak in under level 50, or under level 51 at level 50. So that would be cool as well. Alright, so now we can get to where we're going. We're not going to be exploring all of this stuff. Obviously, we're trying to get pretty much straight to the Pimpernel, but the Pimpernel comes, you know, reasonably late in the DLC. You have to go all the way through the Rust Yard sequence and then get sent to the Washburn Refinery, so that's, you know, a significant amount of stuff. Then you have to work all the way through the Washburn Refinery as well, so I don't know, things to watch out for, I guess. This is something they've done in both Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2 with the giant skag skeletons and stuff, or other skeletons about. I think that that's kind of neat. They also do that in the Hammerlock DLC to cool effect. Let you know that at one time there might have been, or there were, I guess, and there's evidence for it, huge, ginormous creatures on Pandora, and that's kind of neat. Obviously, there are still some, but I guess Terramorphous, after the pre-sequel made it canon at least, Terramorphous was sent to Pandora by Sir Hammerlock, I guess? I don't know. Because, you know, he has you send a Thresher down to the planet whose name is Terry, and kind of like Terramorphous. He says he has a taste for human flesh and stuff. So that gives you an idea that he came from that, but that's just one of the giant creatures, you know, on Pandora. Obviously, we're working towards the Leviathan, who's a quite large creature in its own right. And then you see those giant skags climbing the cliffs. I think they're skags, at least, in the Hammerlock DLC, which I believe is an extremely underrated DLC. So I've actually been crushed by this ladder before. You can get all the way over here, and it can crush you in person. It's easiest if you know, just kill the pirate, the opposing pirate boat, the last one right here, and then you can stand under it, and that's actually killed me before. Anywho, let's go meet Captain Scarlett. Ladder physics in games have been bad forever. I guess they'll remain that way. Anywho, Captain Scarlett is going to meet us here in just a moment. Well, let's make sure there's nothing in that vending machine for us. And nothing in this one. Okay, now we'll ride the thing. And we'll get to see a pretty well done little cinematic for her here where she's killing one of her crew members. My only complaint about this is that she doesn't use the greed. She uses a generic Jacob's pistol, if I recall correctly. And that's a little bit weird because they could have introduced her unique weapon there. Would have been pretty nice, but instead she just does it with a standard iron. Which is weird because she has a greed, which is an iron and fire element basically. So it would be excellent if she actually, you know, used that here instead of that regular Jacobs. It's not a big deal, but it would have shown that she had something really special, you know, pretty early here in the DLC. And that'd be cool. I would like that. Let's go on to,
compass will find the lost treasure. I've got a piece because I'm awesome, but Sandman has one too.
Bummer.
Head to Haters Folly.
So we got to go to Haters Folly, I guess. But it's not already unlocked in the fast travel for us. So we'll drive over there, or at least drive to the entrance of it, fight through the few dudes guarding the entrance, get in there and start killing things in there. That's what we want to do, at least. It takes some time to do that, obviously. Alright, coming around here, we will begin getting a lot closer to the Haters Folly entrance. Haters Folly is a beautiful map, by the way. Among the prettiest in the game. They did a real nice job with aesthetic on this DLC. Was able to jump all of those guys, and that was kind of neat. Now we'll come up here, and we'll fight these guys. I think that Captain Scarlett is well done as far as the voice acting goes, and as far as the character development goes as well. I think that she is an interesting character. I almost hope that she is a playable character in Borderlands 3. Especially since she has the Pimpernel associated with her. That would be cool if they brought it back. They should also bring back this gun, because I like it too. In fact, they should make like Zero's Vacation on Pandora instead of Borderlands 3. They should just have a game where you can play strictly as Zero, and it's 700 hours of content in order to beat the campaign. And there's no normal mode. It starts at OP8. Okay, so there's a guy down there that has a shit weapon for us, but we have a shit weapon for him, so if he's going to use a shit weapon, we'll use ours. Those guys with any damage over time sniper, especially a corrosive damage over time sniper, are extremely potent, and so you have to watch out for them. I've never really been up here. I wanted to see what was up here. Curiosity. Oh, there's a dude way over there, huh? That hit him? Nope, not quite. I don't think. He's so far away that he can't hit us, but we can hit him, so that's good. Where's this dude at? Oh, found him. Alright. So we'll jump on down now. I don't know if there will be any more enemies spawning. There very well could be, but for the most part, I think we're good to run into the Haters' Folly now. They had a cool little encampment set up here, but they've been cleaned out. I would also like to get a Skull Masher. That's the weapon that was shown there, I believe. But it's just such a pain in the ass to farm that, yeah, I'm not going to be looking for it until we're OP8 at the very earliest. And honestly, I don't expect to look for it even then. So I don't know. That was probably a good slag transfusion, yeah, but the fuse time was just awful, so I passed over it. Alright. Couple super badass pirates in these little caves here, and then some wildlife and more pirate gunners after that. So we'll get ready for all of it, but have to watch out for some of these guys, I guess. Perfect. We'll wait till we have Deception back, and we'll slag this guy at that point in time. Now we can kill him. Perfect.
What a satisfying word. With 5 syllables.
Okay, so there'll be some wildlife down here. Hopefully we're able to avoid most of it. The Crystallisks are very potentially dangerous, so we want to treat them with some caution, I guess. It'd be nice to just go up that elevator, but obviously we can't do that. We have to go all the way around in order to kill Sandman, but not a big deal. Ah, God, I hate those things. Okay, so now all of the Skags, they are coming. There's more Crystallisks coming. I'm just going to try to get to the actual enemies and avoid some of these Skags and stuff, but it seems unlikely because that super badass shock Skag is there, and also these dudes make it seem a little bit less likely for me as well, but I'm just going to try to get up here and kill both of these dudes, and then we can concentrate on the other ones now. Oh my gosh, those things suck though. I don't know if all of these enemies will actually come up here. If they do, we'll kill them. Wow, that thing's crazy. They move too fast now that they've been all charged up, but that's okay. Dang it, so that stuff, I mean, it's blocking his attacks, but it's making it so that I can't slag him right now. Okay, so, now we gotta get down here and we gotta buy some health, and yeah, that'll be a big deal. He almost killed us there, that would have been awful. Perfect. So we finally dealt with him, and that's good. Now, the Crystallisk, I mean, he's less dangerous, but we'll kill him as well. Why not? I'm tired of all those things down there. Now we'll stock up with ammo and proceed to the actual human enemies. I'll even buy that last little sliver of health. Why not? I got money. Okay. So those guys are dead. That's good. I believe that there is a gun turret that we can see from here that we might as well take out prior to anyone getting in it. That makes sense to me. Now we can actually see some enemies spawning as well. So that's good stuff. Okay. And we'll continue to kill things that make themselves known. Some of the stuff will be harder to kill, obviously, because they'll be really far away. But we can begin to poke their eyes out. Cool beans. Whoa. Don't like the fire damage over time, but we'll get past it. That's probably a Sandskiff skin that I don't have. How about that? Getting great gear all the time. Whoa, okay. So, don't like the fact that that guy had a corrosive damage over time gun. But at least his friends have been dealt with swiftly. Whoa. Something had a good gun. Alright. Problems have been dealt with. And that's a good thing. I decided since there were 2 ammo chests up here, I'd go ahead and search for a little bit more sniper ammo. Not that we necessarily need it, but it is obviously nice to have. Okay, so there'll be something popping out up here, or sliding down, whatever it is doing. And, you know, it's good to kill everything. Perfect. Alright. Look at that. We can use both of those. That really completes my collection, or makes a big difference in it. Because I collect those, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. I think those are a huge waste of valuable game asset space. But whatever.
Your friends and your family.
How do you know where your family lives? He's
Okay, so we're going to get ready to kill all of these fellas. There can be some badass pirates that spawn in here. So be on the lookout for them, I guess.
Assassins never die.
The rest of these guys, I mean, aren't that dangerous. But treat the area with some precaution, I guess. I don't know. The Grog Masters are pretty cool. They add a different variation to the Exploder archetype, and that's kind of neat. Okay, so looks like we've dealt with everything in here. That bodes well for taking out Sandman and Big Sleep, obviously. We're working towards getting 250 iridium so that we can max grenade and backpack slots, but I haven't done that yet. Or did I max iridium? Or I might have maxed backpack already. I'm not entirely certain. Maybe. I think so. We definitely need 100 in order to max grenade slots, though. And other than that, I mean, we'll buy the other SDUs. Oh, Bank. Bank would be the next one that I actually kind of care about. Alright, so we'll get ready to kill these guys here, and that'll be good. Big Sleep obviously has a unique drop associated with them, the 12-pounder. But I think it's weird that they didn't associate Sandman with a drop as well. I mean, I guess maybe they didn't have time to create another gun for the DLC or something. I'm not entirely certain. But I think it would have been cool if he dropped, say, a weapon called the Envy, which was just kind of a corrosive greed. I think that that would be, you know, really cool. And obviously the greed is just a fire iron. So basically the Envy could have been a corrosive iron. I think that that would have been a neat weapon for him to drop. But he doesn't, obviously. It is good that at least Big Sleep drops something, though. That's neat. In an ideal world, I think all named bosses would have a legendary drop, maybe not unique to them, but at the very least assigned to them. You know what I mean? I think that that would be superior.
I got to chill back here and meet the latest issue of Crime Fighter Frog. It's about a frog.
Alright, so now there's a dude with shock damage up there, so we'll need to get rid of him. That really didn't get him? Whatever. Okay, so now we've dealt with Sandman, and that's good. We can pick up his little echo recording, and then we'll have to go meet the Hyperion caravan out in the dust, so that'll be neat. Or not the dust, excuse me, the dust of this DLC, Wormwater, I guess. And after that, we'll be headed to the Rust Yards, so that'll be neat.
Dear diary, I know where the third compass
We can go ahead and hit this, see what we get.
judging by what they've been saying over
There's a purple shield, but it's not an absorb shield. Wow, it's the Deadly Bloom. What are the chances of us getting that, I wonder? I've got a terrible recharge delay.
Oasis is coming after me. BRB
Okay.
Well, that's lucky. Come on back to Wormwater so we can get the third compass piece and be that much closer to finding the treasure.
I like to hit this little deal here because it allows you to go back up that way. Not that I'd need to. I could have probably just save quit and got to the start a little bit quicker, but whatever. We're alright. This thing is absolutely making a mockery of every enemy that we've faced so far. I would still like another one, a better one, a level 51, but whatever. This one's fine. Another head, wow. Customization items are really what makes the game for me. Makes a huge difference. When you're like, geez, there's an ugly head that I'll never wear, but at least I legitimately farmed for it. I don't understand why there are people who actually think that way, though. I don't get it. Whatever. To me, heads don't really do that much. Obviously, there's a skin and head that I use because I like this better than anything else, but if Zero couldn't be dressed up, I would have no issue with it at all. If every Zero looked like default Zero, would not take away from the game from me. The thing that matters to me is Zero's gameplay, which is obviously, in my opinion, absolutely phenomenal. So, yeah, I wouldn't really care if he didn't, have costume changes at all. It's something that is purely aesthetic, and if anything, I don't see it adding to the game, but I guess it doesn't detract from the game. I don't know. To me, it's not an important part, and I wish that enemies that you were farming for actual gear, like, actual usable items, stuff that would make gameplay change, those enemies probably shouldn't be associated with heads and skins. So in the case of, Big Sleep and Sandman, maybe only one enemy drops, a unique weapon, and then Sandman could drop heads or something. See, that could be a way they could figure it out. But that way you're not wasting your time getting heads and skins from a boss that you're trying to farm an actual weapon or shield or something from. Because that would be irritating. We're going to kill this Raider Skiff, though, just because I want it dead. Excellent. Okay, let's go find this Hyperion caravan. It's got to be around here somewhere. Sometimes it's right in this little area. That's where they seem to be. Alright, so we'll engage them from a rather large distance there, and they can't really hurt us. Alright, so we'll check these two chests, then we'll get the compass piece. Ooh, we got an E-Tech assault rifle there. Zero says it's not bad because he's generous. But whatever. What was that green sniper we just picked up? Hyperion. Eh. Okay, we can go turn this into her now.
But for now, I just want to say, well done. treasure. Come on back.
Alright, so what I'm doing right now is completely useless, but I wanted to kill these guys just because I think it would be funny. Alright.
Bow to my weapon.
So it sucks that they don't really give you a challenge there, because those loaders can be fun to stack critical ascension off of, but they don't really spawn enough to make a difference. So, oh well. Let's go ahead and turn this into her. And then I think she'll tell us to go to the rust yards, but we have to pick up her gift first. So that's what we'll work on here. Could have probably save quit to get back to her a little bit quicker, but we'll just drive our boat. We'll do it like this. Why not? Alright, so the Rust Yards, the map we're coming up on, is one of my favorite maps in the game, but it is not without its difficulty, so hopefully we're able to make it through without too much trouble. We will see. We will definitely see. Alright, coming up here, we'll turn this into her, we'll pick up her gift, we'll head over there, we'll activate the thing, it'll be good. It will just take some time for her to quit talking, though.
His name is Herbert, and he lives out in the rust yards. Take that gift box over there.
Perfect.
Hold on to that gift and don't give it to Herbert until
I tell you to. Now go meet up with him. Off with you now. Now, you might be worried
Okay.
once you get all 4 pieces of the compass.
So, this next part, it takes some time. It may end up making this episode really, really long, but whatever. We're going to head to the Rust Yards. We're going to do the Rust Yards, I think, as well. I'm not entirely certain. I think we'll do the Rust Yards. Rust Yards kind of fun. We have a good weapon, should be fun. It'll be fun. Okay, so there's the carnage that we caused not too long ago. That's kind of neat. I'm unsure if we can hit that thing with our rocket. We can. So that's good. We'll blow up all of these things. Why not? Perfect. Alright, so there'll be some fairly innocuous enemies up here for us, and we'll begin to lay waste to them pretty quickly. There we go. Where's this guy at, huh? There he is. You gonna spawn a replacement for him? I guess not. Let's see what's up here. They'll spawn some dudes out of these doors, I'm sure of it. Including a badass, huh? It's kind of neat. That other little guy, he didn't stand a chance. Nor did that one. Go ahead and kill that raider skiff. Just because. And that one, why not? We'll blow up all these up here preemptively as well, including this little fella. Sounds like that pirate mercenary may get close eventually, if we don't kill him, so we killed him. I don't know what these guys are doing. Something stupid. Okay, there's apparently a dude down there. We'll find him. But at this point, everything's pretty much taken care of for us for the most part. And that's good. Okay. There is going to be a badass pirate that spawns right here, so we'll be on the lookout for him.
How hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death.
Perfect. Okay. So now we'll go in here and buy some ammo, start this sequence. Now, the rust yards, like I said, can be fairly difficult, so hopefully we don't run into too much trouble here. It's a very beautiful map.
Herbert, the guy you're looking for, I brought him on board a few months back because he's stupidly knowledgeable about Captain Lade's treasure. Then I kicked him off because you'll see.
I like how they pretty immediately set you up for what he is, and that's kind of neat. They do a good job with that. Pirate ninja here, huh?
Oh, if Herbert asks about me,
There we go.
don't say anything.
Let's blow up some barrels. Okay. Ah, come on, dude. There we go. Another hovercraft skin. We're rolling now. We got everything we need. Okay. So, like, this gun is making a mockery of everything we've come across so far. But maybe these anchormen will be different. Their critical hits are hard to hit. Hey, finally got one on him there.
Enjoyed that.
Alright. Get killer active and then get some critical hits. Perfect. I don't like that there's a dude back there that has a gun who's still alive. Good. We managed to kill one of them. Whoa, okay. So, Gunner. He's kind of my #1 priority, but my extra bullets ended up killing the anchorman, so that was kind of funny at the very least. Excellent. So, let's acquire ammo, basically. There should be some boxes here for us. There we go, up to 27 plus 58 already. Now we're up to 97. That's good. Let's see, we get anything else in here? Perfect. Now we have plenty of ammo, and that should be good. Oh, another hovercraft, 2 hovercraft skin customizations. So good. Okay, let's use those really quick before I forget. Yes. Now we're good. Alright, so they'll all come down here and get ready to die, or they'll get stuck. There we go. There is a super badass pirate in here. We'll probably work on slagging him and then killing him. I was going to retreat, but then the weapon gave me confidence, so I didn't retreat. I just kind of killed. Okay. So, this weapon is just dominant. I mean, it's really, really good, basically. We're coming up on one of the hardest parts in the map, so we should get ready for that. I'm going to check this chest back here. I figure that it can't hurt. Give us some more sniper ammo at the very least. And that's good. So let's come over here. There will be, I guess, a pillager and a pirate ninja. The pirate ninja is probably the one I want to take my shot on to activate all of this. Okay, so there is a dude with corrosive damage over time out there. I see him, so I'm going to try to get him, but I don't think I quite got him. So that's kind of scary. That pirate ninja is probably going to spawn here pretty soon. I don't know. Is this corrosive damage over time guy? Probably. Yes, it was. Excellent. So we needed to get that guy killed, and we did. So we were in a little bit of a tough spot, but looks like we got out of it. We definitely need to blow up this barrel, and now as we get closer to crossing the deal there is going to be a anchorman that jumps down from the ceiling, and there will also be several dudes that spawn over there just for regular fighting as well. So those will be things for us to watch out for. Okay. So the melee enemies, they have to run up here, I guess, and that will give us an opportunity to kill them. Perfect. Do that out of sight of the gun enemies, I guess. All right. So that guy died. Now the anchorman will be coming in shortly. We'll get him nice and slagged, and then we'll go gun on him as soon as we can here. Okay, so he sucks, but whatever, we got past him. We wasted some grenades there, but there's opportunities to pick up ammo over here, of course. So we'll begin searching. Why not? We're getting to some spider ants and Herbert soon. Shouldn't be a huge challenge, but, you know, we'll see. Theoretically, they could push us off the edge, which wouldn't be any good. That's what she's talking about.
Take the elevator up, knock on the door, and prepare for a smell straight out of your nightmares.
Okay, so we've almost made it all the way through the map at this point, and that's a good thing. But still, what is probably the hardest part is coming up, and that's the fight uphill in the second to last boat that we end up getting on. Not this one, but the one a little bit further back there. Okay. Alright, so now we got our health back, and that's good. We'll go up and talk to Herbert, and he'll tell us about his tapes that we need to pick up, and that will take us, you know, around the rest of the map and back to Herbert eventually. So, all good stuff, but it takes some time, obviously. This is a pretty cool little set piece here. I think that they did a nice job with this. You know, it's a boat that's crossing this canyon here, and then they used the rather large ship anchor as a makeshift elevator to get up here to Herbert's area. It's definitely pretty solid. I like the way that that's done. There'll be some more spider ants for us here. Let's get ready to kill them, I guess. Excellent. Alright, so once we speak with Herbert, he's going to tell us about his tapes. It takes some time. I think we actually even get a cutscene for him here. So, all good stuff coming up. Eventually we will make it over there, though, and onto that red boat, and that'll be good. Alright. I mean, at least he has air conditioner. He's not living like a total heathen. I can't imagine how some people live without air conditioner, though. Man. Just tough. Speaking of that, I used to turn my air conditioner off in Las Cruces, New Mexico, while I was recording videos, because I didn't want that noise coming into my microphone, so know that that is a sacrifice that I've made for you. Alright, so now he's going to tell us about these tapes, and we'll get ready to do that.
But no, the compass alone won't do. She needs to know how much I care. The tapes. Yes. Get the tapes.
So, for whatever reason, he stored his tapes on this ship that's on this rock here and that is laden with explosives. So I don't know exactly why he would do that with his tapes, but that's what he's chosen to do, and it's a little bit weird, in my opinion. And obviously they don't stay there. They're about to get blown across the map, so we'll be on the lookout for that shortly. But right now there's still some spider ants for us to kill, so that they don't kill us. Unfortunately, the spider ant sapper stands to be a pain in the ass, as always, so we'll have to figure out something to do about that. Not a huge fan of the Centurion spider ant, to be completely honest. He has the potential to knock us off the edge, which irritates me. Or I guess theoretically they all have that potential. The Centurion spider ant just happens to have a greater potential for that particular action. So there will be some more spider ants over here to the left, including a spider ant matriarch, and those usually are quite big and spawn smaller enemies and stuff. Whoa, okay, so that thing on the bridge is less than desirable, I would say. But we killed everything, so that's good. Except for this one Arcoblast spider ant over here. Okay, and now we have killed it as well. Perfect. We're low on sniper ammo, but near the first chest, or excuse me, the first tape, is a collection, maybe small, but at least of a couple ammo chests, and we should be able to get some more sniper ammo there, because the game should sense that we're low on that. Beyond that, there's a couple chests right here, so we're working on it. Alright, so now we just need to collect Herbert's love letters, and that will be good. There's 4 of them. They're all fairly close to us. None of them are incredibly difficult to find or acquire, so that's good. Plus, they're all marked on the mini-map, and even if you don't, use the mini-map, and you should, they all have bright blue little tags on them, so they're easy enough to find. There will be 2 anchormen spawning right there, and then a host of other pirate enemies inside of that really torn down ship hole there, and hopefully we're able to find something good in there, or not find something good, but use our something good, our Lyuda, to work through them without much trouble, because that's probably the hardest part of the map, and if we get past that, then we know we're doing well. Okay, so like I said, these dudes will spawn very shortly. We'll get them slagged, and then we'll hit them in the heads. Perfect. Didn't seem to get critical hits, but they still died. Wow, that guy has a shock rifle, so we'll need to kill him, and we have. And that's good. Those guys have one of the smaller critical hit spots in the game. They can be difficult to acquire critical hits on as a result of that. Okay, so there will be a badass cannoneer here, or as we like to call it, a 2-shot pirate. Then there will be several 1-shot pirates up here as well. Neato. Some more dudes will spawn shortly, and we'll get ready to kill them as well. I didn't know what that guy was doing for a minute. He was tripping me out. Okay. So there should be some more dudes spawning before too long here. And that'll be good. Ended up in a slightly tough situation there. But so long as I can get a critical hit on this guy, I think we're going to be alright. Perfect. I think the next red dot I'm seeing up there is just this thing. So if we kill that, then we're good. Okay, we're low on ammo, obviously, but we've made it up the hill and killed everything that we needed to kill. This weapon kind of made a mockery of all of the enemies, obviously. But, oh well. That's its job. That's why we farmed for it. We get more exposed to Herbert's creepiness with every tape that we find. Obviously, he's recording her sleeping now. Needed some good sniper ammo, so that's good there. What did we get? Ooh, that sucks. That Snyder does less damage at 4 levels higher than our Purple Corinthian does, but obviously difference in rarity there, so makes sense. That's a pretty good horror show, really. Yeah, too bad I have a Lyuda that outdates it, or at least supersedes it. Okay. So, as we get up here, there will be some spider ants. Not too worried about the spider ants, obviously, but they could theoretically push us off the hill, so those would be things to watch out for. Okay, the less spider ants there are, the less potentially dangerous they are. So we just need to concentrate on taking one out at a time, I guess. There we go. Okay. So now I think we're through most of the spider ants. There are obviously some more that are going to spawn inevitably, but for the most part we are getting done with this, and that's good. Real good. Let's blow these up as well. Excellent. Okay. Throw a couple grenades there.
And you were deceived. You died from your ignorance.
Perfect.
Farewell, you moron.
Okay, one more tape to collect, and then we'll have to go back to Herbert, and he'll tell us to go to the Washburn Refinery, because we're going to end up breaking the compass because he tells us to shoot the box. You guys know how these things work. Okay. We have to walk all the way up here. Excuse me, I almost went the wrong way. And this will be good. After this, we can begin to farm for some Pimpernels. And surprisingly, it didn't even get us close to level 51. So that's really good, actually. I like that. Get some grenades there, primarily for vendor fodder, but also they, you know, fill up our grenade stash. So that's good. Damn, that thing took a ton of ammo to kill. That said, I didn't have it slagged or really shoot at it in a good spot, but it still took forever to kill. Okay. So there'll be a couple dudes spawning up at the top here. Anchormen, and we have enough ammo to kill them, I imagine. There will also be this little gun thing, and we'll kill it. Cool. Now we have 29 rounds for the Anchorman. We'll get one slagged here. That's a good start, I guess. One down. That's good. Still have 21 rounds for this one, so that's good. Perfect. Let's see what's in this chest. Got a purple shield here. Ended up being a TD or quick charge shield. It refills very, very quickly, but, you know, small capacity. Alright. I think these spider ants down here should still be dead, which is good. I don't want to deal with them anymore. And then we can go talk to Herbert. After we talk to Herbert, I guess that'll be the end of this episode. Maybe we work towards the... I don't know. Maybe I work through the Washburn Refinery. I'm not entirely certain. Let me check what time it is. Okay. It's getting pretty late into this episode, so... yeah. This will be the end of the episode, I guess.
The last compass piece is in that chest.
Alright, so we'll open chest here. And now the compass piece is crushed. Excellent.
Blasted the final compass piece into bits. Okay, this is bad. No, wait. I can make a replacement. I just need parts. Just get to the Washburn
Alright.
Refinery.
So I'm deciding here to close the episode after I get into the Washburn Refinery. Obviously, that will require us to kill a few enemies in the entrance to the Washburn Refinery, which, not a huge deal. And then after that, that's when I'll be ending the episode. I guess there is one super badass loader for us to kill as well. But again, not something that we need to worry about. It's all going to be fairly easy for us. I would say that the Washburn Refinery is a much easier map to deal with than the Rust Yards. And we had no trouble with the Rust Yards, so... Back to Wormwater we go. We're going to get a vehicle and travel over to the Washburn Refinery. I think I already killed one of those raider skiffs, so that's beneficial, I guess. But I don't want to leave this area without buying ammo prior to. Excellent. There was a transfusion there. I'm going to look at it. It's a shock transfusion. It has way too long a fuse time. Okay. Let's hop in, and that'll be good. I'm disappointed that we would have to play through the Torg DLC in order to acquire a Slago negative, but we might have to do that. That's a shame. This is not the way to the Washburn Refinery. You can actually see the Washburn Refinery silhouetted against the sky over here, and so that's kind of neat. I think that they did a really great job with the scenery in this DLC, as I have mentioned. So, first things first, I guess I'm going to kill this second raider skiff. Whenever he pops out. And hopefully there are no more after that. These are the only things that are really a problem when trying to wait for the elevator to come down to take you to the Washburn Refinery. I think because I already killed that other one, there aren't going to be any more spawning, and that's a good thing. There'll be some enemies that spawn in here, obviously, but they don't pose too much of a threat. I say as one of them immediately breaks my shield, but I think we're going to be okay. I killed some dude with the recoil shot. That's pretty rare. They don't usually present themselves in such a position for you to do that. Or at least I haven't had it occur too much. Alright, this guy has a fire sniper. He needs to die. And he finally did, so that's good. Okay, let's go hit this switch so that the Washburn Refinery elevator thing will start to come down, and after that, we can go ahead and go in there, I guess. There may be some more dudes spawning here. Or maybe there won't be. I thought there'd be more dudes that spawned, but whatever. The elevator's here. We'll ride it up, and then we'll kill that super badass loader, and then that will be the end of the episode. So we're getting real close to the end of True Vault Hunter mode here. Obviously, in the next episode, I'm going to do some farming for Pimpernels. That's a cool platform. I've never been on that one. Should be pretty good. As always, guys, I do thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that as well. Otherwise, you know, I'd still hope to catch you in the next episode. But let's finish this one off on a strong note by killing this fella. There we go. Okay, so into the Washburn Refinery we go. And now we'll be here for the next episode, which will start with this quest, the Whoops quest. I'm going to go ahead and check this machine really quick. That's a pretty damn good absorb shield, except for that recharge delay. Damn. Seems like that's the case every time. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and save quit here. One more time, guys, thanks for watching. Do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.